Took two trades today. Another quite frustrating day. Um, so both of the setups were on the same. Both trades were on the same setup. Um, we did have lower pivot relationships here across the board, but we were opening up inside value and range, and inside L3 and H3 also. So especially because today is FOMC at 11 a.m. So I thought it might be kind of a range bound and a slow day, and it was opening up inside value, so I wanted to play the extremes here. So I had this value area low level that also was this 30-minute demand. So I went to long there, and then I had this value area high level, which also was a high volume node ledge, so I wanted to short that level. So short the, play the extremes, short the high or long the low here. So that was my plan going in, and I was trying to be very cautious because it was FOMC today. So market opens up and immediately comes down into value area low, into this demand zone, which I really liked the confluence here. And so again, maybe I am a little bit too impatient, but I see this 20 range delta divergence form, negative 400, but green candle. And then also on the 2-minute here, delta divergence formed with the POC at the lows here. I really am trying to wait for this retest, right? I want to retest and then a hold to go back up. So I'm waiting for that. And I get in after what I think is a hold on the retest. But right after that, it comes down again. Although I do get lucky here, and it holds about 2 ticks from my stop. But I'm not a huge fan of this delta divergence bearish going on here. And 1-minute delta divergence also. Lots of buyers came in, but price did not respond the way I wanted to. And it kind of survives a little bit here. But in the end, the 60s don't give up here. So every time it gets to the 60s, it comes back down. So it went up there, came down, got bought up again, tested 60s again, came down again with the delta divergence. I think it goes up one more time here. So tries to go up one more time, gets sold off again. Another attempt at going up, and then gets sold off again. I'm not really liking it under 55 here, but and maybe I should have taken it off here when it broke the 55s, but I just kept my stop loss, and especially after yesterday where I took it off early because of emotions. I kept it and took the full loss. This was on 2 contracts, so yeah, I was pretty screwed since this initial candle where a bunch of buyers came in, but price did not really go up the way I wanted it to. So now I'm still kind of interested. It's a little bit under value area low now, but it did hit L3, it did hit low volume node here, and still inside our demand zone. So I try this again when there's a B shape here, delta divergence forming on the 20 range. I think it was forming on the 2-minute also here before a bunch of buyers came in. So I liked that. The other thing I liked was that in the context of this breaking the lows here, RSI did not break the lows. So it was a RSI normal divergence. Also on here, price broke lows, but CVD did not. So that was a normal divergence on CVD, which I like the hidden divergence better, but it'll do. So I had the B shape. I had that 2-minute or 20 range delta divergence, CVD normal divergence, RSI normal divergence. And so I decided to give it another try here. Just with one contract this time because it's my second attempt at the same setup. And this one also kind of comes back. Almost very close to stopping me out, but luckily it holds and it comes back up. Test the 60s. Seems like it's rejecting again, but eventually holds and goes back up. And it's kind of a slow grind up here, but that was a decent rally here. And my target is 3R, which is right at this value area high level at 71.76. And actually I have my target at 76.25. And it's very slow, but it gets up there. 76.25 here. So it gets up to 75. 75.5. It's about, what, 3 ticks away? 4 ticks away. And then it forms a delta divergence bearish and starts coming down. And because it was 4 ticks away, I don't know, at this point maybe I should have just taken it off, because one, it's moving very slow, and there's FOMC coming in a few hours, and I know volatility dies off there. I don't know, maybe I should have just taken it off here, because I was already 15 points in profit here, and I would have recovered my first trade's loss plus a few extra points here. Yeah, and it was for my delta divergence on the 20 range chart, so yeah, it wasn't looking great, but I was hoping that it would support at this B shape where I supported the last swing low, and maybe go back to highs and pop up a little bit to hit my target. But I don't know, the whole time I was thinking, because I moved my stop up to the 66s here, so I'm literally risking like 9 points to get 4 ticks, which makes absolutely no sense. But now I hate it when this happens, because it's a few ticks away from my target and then it starts rejecting, and I am just frozen and I don't know what to do, because I don't want to take it off before it hits my target, but also why am I risking so many points to get a few extra ticks here? Yeah, it's just very frustrating. My targets have not been hitting at all this week. And it kind of consolidates here for a little bit. It seems like there's some buying going on, but every pop gets sold into and then just tanks. And hits my stop loss at 66 and stops me out here. So, pretty much break-even day. After I get stopped out at 66, it goes all the way to my break-even. Then I don't know what it's doing now, but yeah, unfortunate. I mean, this whole week has been unfortunate, honestly, and very frustrating. It's just yeah, just draining. Even if I got a little bit of a better entry, I could have just taken profit, but it's just not hitting my targets the way I want to. 4 ticks away. Just incredibly frustrating.